Hey guys, this is CursedSamuroid again. Welcome to my channel. Well, today in State 959, things are pretty interesting. The entire state is following NAP 0 today, and everybody's under attack, right? Starting from the president and his farms to the lowest in the entire state. Um, so today I discovered something really amazing while I was under attack. And yeah, for the first time I got attacked by missile too, by one of the person I know. So not a problem, but I just wanted to see how it works. Well, I'll create a separate video on missile, but coming to the point, let me talk about what exactly I'm going to show you in this video, right? Every time I put on shield, I usually go off to sleep, right? And when I come back, I do things, and I really don't benefit out of it, right? So I just figured out a way how I can use my shield, not just to protect me, but to gain more RSS, right? So let's go inside my city, and I'll show you my, you know, positioning of everything, where my bases are, how I set up, right? So if you see at the center, I've got my base, and I've put 4 construction vehicles connected to it. So even if when I disconnect the road, constructions can continue, right? And then if you go straight through this road to the top, it takes you to my storages that I've connected separately, right? And it's a single line for all my storages. And then if you take the first left, which is this road, it basically takes you to these 4 buildings where I really don't do much anything except for here where I go to my national quest and my cloning here. But and all my producing elements are here, right? My oil mills, my water filters, I've got my power stations here, turbine here, windmill, sorry, not turbine, water level here, lumber mill, farm. And then if you see, the road doesn't connect with anything that is other than the producing one, right? Mills, and then this road again go straight till here where it connects to this farm. If I go back a little, um, and if you see here, another road connects and it goes to my iron refinery here and my iron refinery here, which is again not connected. Now coming back to my base again, if you see here, if I take the first right, then it takes me, oops, sorry. Yeah, so if I take the first right, it brings me here to all my, other buildings, which makes my base powerful, right? Like my APC, the bunks, the parts production, trap house. If I go a little below here, then defense, my houses, my research center, embassy, bank, warehouses for trading rooms, and then I've got my training center here, right? It looks like I've got my soldiers train, which is great. Okay, so now what I'm going to show you is that I have my shield on, and if I want to go back, things are pretty much going to be going on in my base, right? But let's look at something amazing. Let me first click at on the grain and see. Production is 62.4. 62.4 K per hour. Troop consumption is 0 uh, per hour, right? And let me see. Right. Here again, production is 77.7 K per hour. In oil, my production is 45.8 K per hour. Electricity, if you see, is 122.3 K per hour, and my consumption is 153. What does it mean is that even when I, have my production on, my consumption is more than this. So I really cannot save the electricity. Um, Now what I need to do is all I have to do is, see, if you see, I've divided everything into three categories: my storage units, my production units, and everything else that makes me strong, right? Um, and I've designed the base in such a way that it only connects through one road. So all I have to do is, if I'm ever under attack, I just take this off, right? And everything's disconnected from my base, basically, right? Totally disconnected. Now let's go to electricity and see what happens. Do you see the consumption is 0 and production is all, I mean, consumption is still 29.8k. My production is totally 0. I am still in loss, right? So what I do is I put this road back, connect it here, and I just disconnect the road that goes towards everything that requires power consumption. Now let's take a look at what is the production like. Well, my production is 122.3k per hour and my consumption is 57.2k per hour. I can reduce it much more. Let's see how. All I have to do is I move them here to the sides. All right, and let's make sure everything else is disconnected. Okay, perfect. Everything looks disconnected. So I'm going to go back to the center and let me click here now. Now, if you see here, my consumption is minus 56.5K. That means whatever I'm going to gain, I'm going to store it till I come back online next. And I'm under shield. That means no one can attack me. My storages are still connected. That means it's going to store everything every time I need. And you can check other resources too. For example, my troops are away for 8 hours, and that's exactly what I do. When I get into a shield, I send out my troops to gather resources, right? That way my consumption reduces, my production is in place. When I come back after 8 hours, that's 62.4K into 8 is what my resource gathering would be. Plus my APCs, which went out, is going to gather stuff and bring it back. So that way I'll have more grains tomorrow when I want to do upgrades. Same thing for water. Now, water consumption also reduces for the fact that since I've had everything that is non-productive, of course, adds defense, but non-productive, disconnected. So my population is 9,500. That is so less, so my consumption is very less versus my production, right? So it's a good tip, guys. If you are ever going under shield, just because you think you will be under attack and you want to ensure that while you are under shield, your base still grows stronger and you gather more resources, this is the best thing to do. I hope you found this video interesting. It's a very nice trick that I came across, and I think I'm going to do this every day going today, starting today, to ensure that I gain more resources. And of course, the other way is to build more farms and attack them and gain more resources. But remember, your farms needs to be level 13 or above in order to gain more, right? So you need to spend a couple of hours on your farms too. Well, that's all for today, guys. I hope you found this video interesting and helpful. And if you do, please hit like, hit subscribe, share this channel so that others can benefit from this too. CursedSamuroid signing off.